one, and I believe we're live. I have a question for you. If you're going live, or if you're just making any kind of video, do you shoot yourself in natural light like this? Or are you always trying to use some kind of artificial light? And if you use natural light, I want you to say so in the comments. Say natural light or sunlight, or give me a little sun emoji down below in the comments. And if you use artificial light, then throw up a little light bulb. I'd love to see those little light bulbs pop up. And so the question that I have, the relationship that I want to derive here is that so many people are spending so much time trying to figure out this artificial lighting setup, and they're really missing a trick of doing something much simpler by taking advantage of having a big window like I have right here and positioning yourself in a very flattering way in this light so that you actually look up, showing up, looking your best and being well lit and looking as though you're actually not using any lighting. Looking as though you're just in your home room or your home office in your space and it's beautifully lit. So I have a couple of tricks to show you of how I've set myself up here. It's really simple. It does take two tools that I'm using. One of them is a diffuser over here. I have a big round screen so that even when the sun comes out and it starts shining bright, like today is a cloudy day. And that's actually one of the very best days to do this. However, the wind is blowing, the clouds are moving, and every now and then it gets brighter and it gets too much. Like I'm sitting here, if it was sunny, that'd be, direct sunlight streaming in through my window. So I have, and I'll just show you, I have set up here onto this side a big diffusion, this big, huge diffusion window. You can see it. And so it's this big circular disc that folds up really nicely. And this diffuser, you can buy one of these for probably around $20, maybe $18 on Amazon, something like that. I can put links in the comments to where you can go and get this kind of stuff. But so I have a simple light stand and this, it's actually a reflector, but in the middle of the reflector is this diffusion material, and it literally puts me in the shade. It creates this nice, soft light source. And so, this is something like 30 inches wide. It's very wide. And so what I'm getting here is this really great, big, wide light source. And this whole thing becomes a new source of light for me. And so the result is that I'm getting this big, wide spread of light just completely enveloping this side of my face. And so that's thing number one. Thing number one is put up some screen. Now, I could put up some kind of curtain here in front of my window, and that would work. But I'm actually wanting to position myself so that you can actually see some of the window behind me. And what this does is that by positioning myself here with the window behind me, I'm getting a little bit of backlighting over my shoulder and the back of my head. And that's a really nice look too. So here's two principles. Number one, use a reflector. Put a big reflector like this just off to your side so that it's blocking the direct sunlight and becoming its own light source of soft light. And thing number two is you can position yourself so that the window is partly behind you. And so you get this nice backlight over your shoulder. Now, there is thing number three. Can you guess what it is? So in this setup, I have all the sunlight coming from one side. And so if I didn't have anything helping me out on this side of my face, this side would be in deep, deep shadow. And you don't want that. Unless, of course, you're doing a mystery show or a horror movie or something like that. And then you want to maybe look a little more mysterious. But most of us want to look a little bit brighter. And so on this side, and I'll show it to you here, I have a single light. A single light, it's right up here, and there's an umbrella, and I have a light that's on a light stand, so a light and an umbrella, and I have a position just a little bit above me, and because of the umbrella, this also becomes this big light source, and as it comes down on this side of my face, you know, you can see the light shining on my hand here, how bright that is, but it's very soft. So as it comes down onto my face, it just fills in this side of my face. So what we have going on here is that this side, the sunny side, is my key light. This is the key. The big reflector up here, this giant round circle, that's my key light. And over here, this secondary light is my fill light. And then behind me, there's my backlight coming right over my shoulder. So in this setup, I literally have one light. I have one light. The particular light that I'm using is a very inexpensive light. It costs around $50. So you could spend $50 on the light. You can spend maybe $15 to get the umbrella. You could spend less than $20 to get these two light stands, and then another $20 to get this circular diffusion. And you would be set up for many kinds of situations in all different parts of where you are, whatever location you're in, different places around your house where you have nice windows to be in front of. And you can set yourself up like this and end up looking really soft and beautiful, really soft and nice. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I'm just checking to see if you're here, say hello. I would love to see who is tuning in. I can see by the numbers that some of you are here. And if you're in the US, today is the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm feeling particularly thankful. In fact, tomorrow I'm doing my regular live stream stories show that goes every week on Thursday. And because this week is Thanksgiving Thursday, I'm still going live. But because it's Thanksgiving, I'm not going to bring on a special guest. So what I've done instead is I've reached out to many people. I've reached out to everyone that I can think of, and I asked them to send me a video that answers the question, because of my live streams, this happened, and fill in the blank. And I have gotten some really great stories to tell because of their live streams. People have been making live videos and they've had some really cool things happen. So if you're interested in tuning in to find out what happened, what happened to these folks who were going live, what did they do? What was the big result? What was the cool thing that either happened to them personally or what happened to them in their business? I'm going to go live with these stories and share them all with you. And I find it really, really inspiring because, you know, these folks, some of them are my clients, some of them are colleagues, and they have all been doing some very creative stuff. And these are not like super celebrities. These are people who are regular folks like you and me. And they've been willing to go live. In some cases, they've been really courageous and quite creative with the things that they're doing. And I just think it's awesome. Like, I think it's really cool that they're doing what they're doing. And I think it's really cool that they're willing to share that experience with all of us. So that's tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern time, live stream stories right here on your favorite social media channel. And if you want to tune in and join me live, probably the best way to find it is to join me on YouTube. If you go look for my channel, Brad Powell Video on YouTube, just go onto YouTube and search Brad Powell Video. You'll find my channel. And this stream is already scheduled. It's already scheduled. So you can join me and check it out. The live stream stories for tomorrow. And if you have a live stream story that you would like to share, make me a video and send it to me. Share it, share it on social media and just send me the link. I'd love to see it. And depending on the response I get this time, this is something I may do like every month. I may have a whole special segment where I do an episode devoted to all of your live stream stories. So that's what I have for you today. I just wanted to share this cool one light, one diffuser, one window setup. And it looks like this. Diffusion, light and umbrella, and backlit from the window. Those are the three principles that you want to remember doing this. And I would love to see your experimentation. If you take this and run with it, share your videos. Go join my Facebook group. I have a group called the Go Live Tribe on Facebook. So go look for that group, and I will see you in my very next video. Thanks so much for watching. So long, everybody.